Hey, everybody. Today I'm going to be reacting to a disturbing medical malpractice news story. Now, this did take place many years ago, but I think it's still relevant today. It involves two patients who recorded their surgeons during an operation, and those doctors made very disparaging, negative comments about each patient. So I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look together, and then I'm going to comment on each one. So let's go.
Those stunning comments caught on tape by a Houston woman who says she secretly recorded a doctor and staff during her surgery. Now, in these recordings, you hear remarks about her looks and her personality, and ABC's Gio Benitez has the story.
Listen carefully, because few ever hear this. Secret recordings a patient says she made from the operating room. Ethel Easter says she hid a recorder in her hair extensions before going under the knife for a hernia operation. Easter says the hospital workers made disparaging comments about her body.
I was appalled. I was distraught. I was violated, thinking that I'm lying there naked after the surgery, and they have me still uncovered talking over my body like this.
And listen to this.
Precious, yes. This is Precious over here. Precious over there.
Easter considered that to be a reference to the main character in the movie Precious.
It was racially profiling me. Yes, I was offended by it.
Easter says she decided to secretly record her surgery after a tense meeting with the doctor.
That's the point was when we didn't book her page within 2 weeks. I'm gonna call a lawyer and file a complaint. Doesn't seem like the thing to say to the person that's gonna do your surgery.
In a letter to Easter, the hospital, Harris Healthcare, says it has alerted staff to be mindful of comments at all times, but they say no further action is being taken.
So obviously very disturbing comments that were made during the surgery. Hi, everybody. I'm Frank Spector, medical malpractice lawyer in Maryland and DC. Before we get into the discussion, please hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out and lets you take advantage of all my videos. So it's, when a patient goes in for surgery, they're under anesthesia. So no one's there, no family members there. It's only the doctors and the nursing and the operating staff. So who knows what goes on? As patients, we have a level of trust, and we think that our doctors are going to treat us with respect. God, it's a nightmare to believe that doctors would talk about patients like that. And at the end, you'll see that the hospital decided they were going to take no further action. I guess they felt like words don't harm people, but words are very harmful. And so, when you go and you place your trust in a doctor and you're put under anesthesia, you hope and you pray. And not only will the surgery go right, but you never imagine in a million years that the doctors are going to talk bad about you. So these are the kind of stories that I hear, on a day-to-day basis. Not so much stories about people that have had the opportunity to record something, but stories about how they interact with doctors and how doctors talk to them, talk down to them, don't respect what they have to say, sometimes may treat them rudely. How many times have you had the experience of trying to get your doctor on the phone and no one calls you back? How many times have you had the experience coming home from surgery? You don't feel well. Things are not progressing well. Maybe you have what you think are signs of an infection. Maybe your caregiver's there and you have questions about what's going on and you can't get a doctor on the phone. No one calls you back. So I hear this all the time. And in this particular situation, a very egregious situation where they're talking about a patient in extremely disparaging and negative ways. So let's continue, because there's another one. I wish this was an isolated incident, but according to this report, it's not. So let's continue to take a look.
In a separate incident, a Virginia anesthesiologist is paying the price after a man going in for a routine colonoscopy accidentally left his iPhone recording during the procedure, capturing this while knocked out.
Really, after 5 minutes of talking to you, I wanted to punch you in the face, man you up a little.
A judge ruling the doctor in that case needs to pay $500,000.
Right. So in this particular case, right, you have this guy that goes in for a colonoscopy, which is a test to see if you have cancer. His anesthesiologist is basically saying that she wanted to punch him in the face. I guess that during maybe they're during their encounter before the colonoscopy, maybe she didn't like the way the patient was speaking to her. I don't know. We didn't get that information. But my goodness, to say that you wanted to maybe punch somebody in the face. I mean, what kind of medicine is that? I mean, these are doctors who take an oath, a Hippocratic oath, not to harm people. And it doesn't necessarily mean by harming them, in a physical way, I would suspect that the oath also has to deal with not harming people with your words. I mean, you're in a level of trust. So both of these incidents are very disturbing. It violates your trust. It violates your confidence. I mean, you're helpless. You're under anesthesia. And, you hope that not only, again, that the doctors are going to perform the surgery well and not injure you physically, but you also have to now be worried about that they're going to talk about you behind your back. So glad you watched this video. I hope you found it informative. I found it informative. I also found it pretty disturbing. So again, hit that subscribe button so that you can take advantage of all of my future videos. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.